Hey guys, there's 9 days left of the Battle of Zama Kickstarter. All proceeds from this game will be used to support the Centurion's Review website and YouTube channel, so there's still time to get it at a reduced rate. Thanks. Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurion's Review. This is Bismark Solitaire from Worthington Games. Apparently this is a pandemic game, meaning that they were having supply issues, so they decided to release a book format game during the pandemic, and in my opinion they made the correct choice because this is a good game. So anyhow, I'm going to do a short playthrough here, and then Len and I will do a review of it. Alright, here. Mission objectives. Now that the ship is broken, let's look for some action. Make your way to the main shipping lanes and find a target and sink it. Most importantly, return the Bismark safely to Bergen or Brest. There's Bergen there and Brest there. Come home safely with a victory flag flying. How to win: earn 3 or more victory points and return the Bismark to Bergen or Brest after turn 16. And if you want to earn a medal, you return the Prince Eugen to port after turn 16 also. Turn sequence: roll 2 dice to determine the event chart. Here's the event chart up here. We'll get into that in a bit. Resolve any air attacks, resolve U-boat attacks, resolve ship combat, move your ships and mark location, and mark the turn and repeat the sequence. So right now, here's our setup. The B and the P, that's the Bismark and Prince Eugen there, and here's my submarine. So we're going to roll here. The white dice is counted first, and then the colored dice. So we got a 3 and a 1. If we look here, there's 3 and 1. Let's see if my ships are in any of the spaces there. No. What about the submarine? So ships are not in any of those spaces, so nothing happens. But now they get to move. So the Bismarck can move 2, the Prince Eugen can move 3, and you see these fuel drums here. They can spend the fuel to move 1 additional space. I'm not going to spend the fuel yet. They'll both just move here 2 spaces to there. And the submarine, he only moves 1, he'll move to there. Alright, so now we mark off our turn. And turn 2, let's roll to see what happens. We get a 2 and then a 4. 2 and a 4 is lone warship. So they're all in the yellow area here, so they've met the Prince of Wales at sea, which is this guy right here. Alright, so the Bismarck and Prince Eugen will go first. That's a total of 5 dice. They need a 1 through 3 to hit it. So they do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to the Prince of Wales. Now the Prince of Wales fights back. He's only got 2 dice and he hits on a 1 through 3. He misses with both, and he has less hit points left than the Bismarck and the Prince Eugen combined, so he will try to escape. Alright, 1 through 3 is going to try to escape. He does not escape. So another round comes. So Bismarck and Prince Eugen are going to fire at it. Also, since it's in the same area as the submarine could have went to, but he's not going to. Because on a submarine hits on a 1 through 3, but on a 4 through 6, the submarine takes a hit, so you got to kind of use your torpedoes sparingly. Alright, so let's roll all 5 and see if we kill this thing. 1, 2 hits. Prince of Wales is still alive. Now he goes and throws 2 dice at the Bismarck. 2 hits on the Bismarck. Alright, he's going to try and escape again, the Prince of Wales that is, and he does escape. So now these ships can move if they wish, so they're going to go move to there. And the sub, the sub I'm going to leave right there. Alright, so let's mark off the turn. Turn 2 is done. Roll to see what event happens. 6 and 6. Alright, here, British bombers. During air attack phase, roll 1 die to search. Actually, we're outside of there, so nothing happens. So they're just going to move. So he'll just move to there. And mark off the turn. And roll again, see what our event is. It's a 6-3. This This time they're in the blue. Swordfish attack. Fuel leak. Lose all extra fuel. So all 3 ships lose all their extra fuel. That actually hurts. Alright, turn 4 is done. Turn 5 starts. 1 and 5. Let's see what that is. 1 and 5, they're all in the brown section. Torpedo damages engine. Roll a die on a 4 through 6. Reduce speed by 1 to ship a choice for the game. Alright, so I'm going to do it on the Prince Eugen. On a 4 through 6, reduce speed by 1. Alright, so no one lost speed. So now we go to turn 5. And this will just go here. And we got a 4 and a 6. So, heavy cruiser attack. Roll 2 ship combat dice. Apply hits on a 1 through 3 to the Bismark or the Prince Eugen. Well, the Prince Eugen's going to take the hits. So the Prince Eugen takes 1 hit. Alright. We'll go down 1. Alright, 4 and 4. Heavy cruisers. Actually, they're not in this space here, so they're good. He's just gonna move there. He's going slow. Alright. Oops, we gotta mark off the turn. And a 5 and a 2. Alright, a 5 and a 2. Let's see if they're in the correct space. In the blue space is the Ark Royal Swordfish planes, and the purple, where the submarine is the Victorious. The planes don't attack the submarine. So I'll roll 2 dice for, and hits on a 1 through 3 to the ship of the player's choice. So those are going to go, 2 hits are going to go on the Prince Eugen. And then he's going to move down here. It's end of turn 7. So we get a 1 and a 3. Alright, so they've met up with the Renown here. And there's an air attack. Unfortunately, the Ark Royal's still alive, so it does 1 hit here. I'm going to put on the Eugen. Alright, so now they're going to fight the Renown, who is this guy. Alright, five dice, and submarine, I think, is not in there, so it's just them. 1, 2, 3. Actually, they did 5 hits on the Renown. That's a good roll. Renown will fight back with 2 dice. He gets 2 hits. I have to put him on the Bismarck. Alright, so roll 1 through 3 to see if the British ship leaves. Does not, so fighting again. So we got 5 dice there. And we have sunk the Renown. So that's 2 victory points for us. So we need to earn 1 more victory point. So he's going to go up to there. Alright, let's roll and see what happens. We get a 2-6. 2-6, we go up against the King George V, which is a really big battleship. Oh, and the submarine is up against... Oh, wait, 1, 2... No, he's against the King George V, too. So, alright, first the sub will go. He misses, so he takes a hit. Alright, and now the Bismarck and the Eugen. 1, 2, 3 hits on the King George V. King George V fights back with 3 dice and does nothing. So now we roll to see if the King George V retreats, because he's got less total hit points than the Germans. Does not retreat. Alright, 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on him. Of course, he gets to fight back. No hits. Let's see if he stays around. He stays around. I think he's going to be sunk. Yeah, they sunk him. Alright, they're doing well. That's the most dangerous battleship on the board, pretty much except for the Bismarck. So they're going to go up to there. Now we're at 9. And roll to see what happens. 6 and 6. British bombers. Roll 1 die on a 1 through 3. Find ships in the U-boat. Yuck. Yeah, it does. So, it doesn't find a U-boat. U-boat's not in the blue here. So just these 2 ships. So we roll 1 dice for each ship, and on 1 through 4 it hits. It Bismarck hits. Eugen hits, so they both take a hit. Eugen's almost out of hit points here. Alright, so they're going to move up. And turn 10 is complete. Let's roll for the event. 61, or 6 and 1 rather. Swordfish attack, lose all fuel. Alright, we already lost, or all extra fuel that is. We already lost it, so we're good. Turn 11 is done. Turn 12, 3 and 3. Let's see if they're in one of those spaces for 3 and 3. Submarine is not. British sub. 1 hit on the ship of your choice. It's going to have to be on the Bismarck, otherwise the Prince Eugen will sink. Alright, they moved. Actually, he's not going to move all the way there. He's just going to move to here. Slower speed. Alright, turn 12 is done. Roll for an event. 6 and 4. British bombers. Oh, this one again. I hate this one. Oh, they missed, though. That's good. So now they're going to move to this space. They're just moving slow now. 13. Alright. 3 and 1. None of them are in those spaces, so they're good. Alright, it moves to there. Let's turn 14 is done. 5 and 4. King George V and the Rodney. But fortunately, we've sunk King George V, but the Rodney's still here, which is this guy here. Alright, so we're going to roll these 5 dice. And we do 2 hits to the Rodney. Now the Rodney fights back. The Rodney's tough. He's got a 3. And he does 2 hits. They're going to be on the Bismarck. Alright, so 4. Actually, the Rodney's got more spaces left than the Bismarck and Prince Eugen combined, so he automatically stays. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on the Rodney. Now the Rodney rolls 3 back. He could theoretically sink the Bismarck on this turn, and he misses with all of them. Now he's got less spaces left than the German, so we'll roll to see if he leaves. So he's just going to go up to here. Turn 15, now we're on turn 16. He can't return on turn 16, and to port it has to be a turn afterwards, so we got to play out this turn. 3 and 3. They're in an empty space, nothing happens, they got lucky. So he's going to go 1, 2. Alright, turn 17. 6 and 3. Nothing happens because of where they are on the board. So then they make it to port. And they've got a total of, let's see how many points they got. They got 2 for him and 4 for the King George V. So they got 6 points. So they won. And then if they return the Prince Eugen to port after turn 16, they earn a medal. They did that too, so they won and they earned the medal. All right, thanks guys. Len and I will do our review portion of the video now. Hey guys, Dave and Len here. We just played Bismarck Solitaire. This is a good one. It's a little booklet game. Very easy to learn. It has some strategy in it. I mean, not as much strategy as you get in a 2-player game, that's for sure. But as far as a game book game, you certainly have a sufficient amount of strategy. It goes quick, and the good thing about it is solitaire games, you typically have solitaire games where you almost always win or you almost always lose. This one, about 50% of the time I win, 50% of the time I lose, and there's quite a few different missions in here, and each mission has a different event table on it and so forth. But I just had Len play it too. What'd you think of it, Len?
Actually, it's pretty decent. I put this as a nice, fun game that you could play. I could easily see taking this on the road if you're going on vacation. Mm-hmm. So all you need is a pair of dice, and of course this is and a sense of adventure. It has a lot of the strategic level. It works very well. My only gripe is, a few people are going to mention things like, gee, can the Prince Eugen's Eugen's 8-inch guns penetrate the armor of the Rodney or the Prince of Wales?
Well, they've abstracted it in the...
Yeah, the tactical part is abstract. Mm-hmm. Now, I played one scenario, and actually it went well. I managed to bump off the Hood and the Prince of Wales.
You bumped off one other, too. Hood, Prince of Wales, and Rodney, I think it was.
Rodney, yeah. And I was just a turn away from port when I ran into the King George V, and he's a fresh ship. Of course, I had a few hits on both ships, so at this point, he just wore me down.
Yeah.
And that was that.
Yeah, you did good for first time playing it. I thought, you sunk 3 battleships. Sure, you didn't win, but you actually did better than significantly better than the Bismarck did in real life.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So. It's a nice, simple game. Actually, what's strange is I thought that actually it'd be more challenging to play the British side of this. So maybe they'll do another version of Bismarck Solitaire, but this time you command the British.
That's an idea. I know they got 4 other game books Worthington has, and they're land-based games, so the mechanics are different than this, but I'd like to pick those up too and try them out. If you had all 5 of them, you could carry all 5 of these in your personal carry-on bag on an airplane if you want.
Yeah, because I was say if you have this need to play a war game and you're on vacation or on the road, this will do the trick.
I like how it only takes 15 minutes to play, so you can play at any time of day. If you're waiting a half hour for your favorite TV show to start, you can have a quick game or 2 of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, while you're waiting for The Walking Dead or whatever. Yeah. Whatever that show is, everybody likes to watch except me.
That's all. The only TV shows I watch is the Walking Dead when it's on, when they have new episodes. This is actually their last season. That and How the Universe Works, and that's pretty much it. And then once in a while on the Disney Channel, I watch The Mandalorian and Boba Fett and Ben Kenobi's show. Those 3 were good, but that's about all I watch.
I just watch old movies. I have a collection that I'm going to. I had the pulp paperback show, plus they have this local collector show, so I have this whole stack of old movies. So while you're watching Mandalorian, I'm watching an old Natalie Wood movie.
Wow.
So.
All right, guys, do we recommend this? Hell yeah. I think you should go out and immediately buy it. I think I got this, it was from Amazon. It had a slight discount because they said it was returned or something. It's in mint condition, though, so I think I paid less than $20 for this. Probably new. I'd imagine it's probably 25 or something, which isn't bad at all. I mean, there's like 25 different missions you can play in here, so you get 25 plays before you need to buy a new copy.
Yeah. Unless you do it in pencil, then you can erase it.
Yeah, that's true, but...
Yeah. Dave wants to do it in pen.
Yeah, I like the pen.
Dave.
Yeah.
All right. So.
You recommend?
Yeah, I recommend it. It's worth it. Even though, like I said, I have a gripe about whether heavy cruisers can penetrate dreadnoughts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But most people, this won't be a problem.
All right, that's all we got for this time, guys. We'll have a new game to review next week. Have a good evening.
Mm-hmm.